All right, hello everyone. Trying a new recording setup for now, so gonna see how this works, and yeah, um, hopefully the video quality will be better. Um, Gotta make a stop on the way to where I'm going. Also, I got all this crap in here because it is my girlfriend and I's first anniversary, so we got a bunch of stuff going on. But today, I wanted to yap a bit about being real. Being real with yourself, being real with your friends, being real with everyone you got going on. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my shit. Okay, there we go. Should be good. Gotta sit a little lower. But, yeah, I gotta drop off some film, do some things. But yeah, I wanted to talk about being real because I feel like being real is super important. Let's see if this... Okay, cool. It's working. Okay. But being real, I think, is really important because it's something I'm learning to do, myself. Basically, I low-key be like, I feel like as a kid, and even now sometimes, I would be, lying a lot. And, a lot of the times it's not even big lies or whatever. It's, little things. Little here and there, whatever. And stuff that doesn't really matter. Or, at least seems like it doesn't matter. But the more and more you do it, the worse it gets. The more and more you lie. It all builds on each other. And I think that is something important to keep in mind. And I think I'm just trying to learn to be, one, honest with myself, and two, honest to everybody around me. I just kind of want to say it how it is, how I feel now, instead of lying and stuff, I'm just going to be upfront and be real because I feel like it's important. I also feel like there's a lot more that goes into that as well with aspects of being a real one to be able to talk to. So we got being someone that you can sit down with and talk to, and I think things that go into that is, again, being open. If somebody comes and wants to talk to you about a certain situation or whatever may be going on with their life, be open to it and just be upfront and be honest with them, but be able to talk with them through their thing. Be a real one. I think that's the most important thing, is being able to be a real one and just be truthful and honest with your emotions, with how you feel, with how other people make you feel. Let them know if they do something you don't like, but also be hey, hey, I didn't like this, but that doesn't mean we have to get into some fight or whatever. I just didn't appreciate that, and that's fine. So you can fix problems. That also goes into communication. I think just doing that is just so important, being able to not have to worry. I also think, I think with lying, it also kind of stacks it and it gets stressful because you're oh, I told someone this, I gotta make sure I tell somebody this and this and this and this, and it's just stupid. Man, just be honest and be open. And maybe you have to sit down with someone and be yo, I goofed up. I did this, or I said this, and I didn't mean that, or whatever it may be, bro. That's fine. I think they would really appreciate you just being honest and, again, being real with them. I have a high school. I went to a religious high school, so I had a Bible teacher, Pastor Steven, the GOAT. Even if, you aren't religious or whatever, he's just one of the best guys to talk to. Also, what's going on up here? But he's one of the best guys to just talk to anyways. He would always have this thing where, whenever he was bringing up a serious topic, he would have real talk, right? And he'd be like, all right, let's have some real talk. And everyone would sit down and they would focus. And I think most people in that class were being real with Pastor Steven, bro. Like, because he was the one, my bad, I was just checking the mic. But he was the one that was like giving the real talk and everyone else in the class was receiving it. So I think it's like when someone sits down to talk with you and have a serious conversation, listen to them, you know? Hear their points, everything they have to say before you even say a word. Just sit there and give it thought and effort. I think that is like just so important, you know? Like being open, especially if they're your friend, even if they're not, dude, like it doesn't matter. Just being able to talk with them, even 10 minutes, you know? And be like, hey, I get what you're going through, and like understanding them and being open with them. Like I have buddies that I talk to. This guy gonna ask for something. I don't got nothing. I'm sorry. But basically, sorry, that was interesting. I guess he wasn't asking for something. I don't know what he's up to. He's doing his thing. I forgot. I gotta wait. I gotta figure out, okay, so right now I'm finding an issue with this hat thing, right? Because the way it's laid out, there's like a clip on the end. I don't know if you can see that in the mirror. Yo, it shows me my record time. But yeah, it's hitting the roof here. So I need to figure that out a bit. Get you guys down in here. Yeah. But shoot, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, being able to sit down and like I have these conversations with my friends where it's like may not last very long, but being able to connect with someone on a little bit of a deeper level, even if it's for 5-10 minutes, and having like those serious and real conversations, I think is really important. It's really valuable, and I think it creates really stable relationships. Even if you don't like somebody, I think being able to sit down and talk with them and kind of understand their perspective is so valuable. It's so helpful. Also, I don't know what it's talking about right now. My thing be on some stuff right now. So I don't know if it's goofing up, but yeah. Let's see if I can get you guys a little lower. Like that. Fire. Okay. Trial and error, man. Trial and error. But yeah. I think it's just so valuable. Like being able to like understand someone's perspective wherever they're coming from and their side of the argument, I think is just so important. And it just helps with so many different things in life. So many different situations. Also, it's like a nice day. It's cold. I guess it's not that cold. It says it's 52. It felt like 30 something earlier. But it's a nice light out right now. But yeah, I think that having that openness is like super valuable to anybody, no matter who it is, whether they mean nothing in your life or everything in your life. Like being able to sit down and talk is just so good. And that also comes with being real to yourself. I think that is so important. Like there's a few aspects, I think. Being open and honest about your mistakes and being open and honest about your victories. Like recognize everything. Like sit down and have a chat with yourself. Hold on, I'm moving this a little bit because it's goofing. Okay. I really got to figure this thing out, man. Yeah, just be open and honest. Like with all that, dude. I think that, like, having conversations with yourself, giving yourself time to think and process your own feelings is so important. Like, I low-key be doing this in the shower a lot, because who's on the phone in the shower? Like, who's doom scrolling in the shower? At least I'm not. And I really hope nobody else is, but somebody's probably doing that. So I use that time to think about my day coming up or the day I just had, all that. And I think that's so important and so valuable. Like, make sure you have that time to yap to yourself a little bit. Also, talking to yourself, I think, is okay. I feel like people think they're insane when they talk to themselves. Like, you're fine, bro. Just yap. That's okay. Like, I think just sitting down, realizing, like, hey, maybe I want to work on this. Or, hey, that went really well today. Like, I think one of the things is, like, sometimes days can start really well and end really poorly, or the opposite, start really poorly, end really well. But I think especially when they start really well and end poorly, I think being able to sit down and be like, okay, this started really well and went badly because of what? And also to remember those victories, because I feel like we always get stuck on the mistakes, right? Or the bad things. But remember, you got to remember, like, all the good things that happened before that as well. You know? Got to remember how good it is to, like, feel good. I don't know. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Just being able to sit down with yourself and be grateful for the good things that have happened in your life. Even if there have been a lot of bad things, just try to focus also on the good things. Like, I think people try to forget their negative experiences. I don't think you should forget your negative experiences. I think you should try and learn from them if you can. But, like, you know, process those and then remember all the great things that have happened and all the incredible things that have happened. Even if it's so simple as, like, oh, I went on a little walk today. Like, I don't know. I talked with a buddy today. Sat down and had a serious conversation with a friend, a mentor, a parent, you know, whoever. And I think if you're having a really bad day, maybe seek out those good things. Maybe seek out a friend. Seek out a walk. Seek out the sun. Or if the sun isn't out, then seek out the rain. I don't know. Seek the outdoors. Or seek a book. Because you're getting through a book, and that book's really good, and you want to finish reading that book. You know what I mean? Simple stuff. I gotta figure this out a little bit, huh? I look so boofy. It's all the way clamped down there. I just gotta figure it out. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the gist of it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't think I need this video to be super long. Spent the whole damn thing sitting in traffic. But yeah, I'm gonna continue to figure out this setup. But, like, I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna go on a little walk, maybe 15 minutes. Leave my phone back there and just think, dude. You gotta give yourself time to process and remember that there are incredible things in this life. There are sucky things in this life, but there are also incredible things in this life. I really don't like this lane that I'm in, and I'm pretty sure it turns into a left only that I don't need to be a part of. And I need to pull this guy to do this. See, okay, when I'm moving around there, this thing is bumping on the roof, which is horrible. So I need to figure out this setup. Okay, what? And now I'm stuck in the middle of the road. See, this situation, this sucks. But I'm going to get out of it. I'm also trying to figure out what the hell's going on with this camera right now. Because it's doing things, and I'm stuck. That guy's turbo's going insane right now. Not a great situation. But that's fine. We're chilling. We're good. We're chilling. Had a decent day today. Nothing crazy. Oh, finally, it's turning yellow. Bless up. But yeah, hope you guys could gain something out of this. Got 5 minutes till I hit my destination. Took a minute to get there, because dang. I'm just going to do some experimenting with this whole setup. Figure it out. But yeah. If you guys have any video ideas, any comments, I always want to hear your guys' comments. I'm curious about what you guys think about each topic. And yeah, go seek out someone to talk to today that you feel like you could have a good conversation with, or a beneficial conversation with, or whatever it may be. And go talk to them. Yeah. Cool. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.